wrong with this thing?
Okay, we're gonna start the Water Sewer Commissioners meeting, May 7th, and it is now 7:10.
Yeah, heck, there's so much in my book. Let me take my book.
Review and approval of minutes of meetings, we don't have them yet for last month. We'll bypass that. We'll go with the Systems Manager Water and Sewer Report.
Just ran out the door.
Left this-
You left this windows down?
What do you find, a tick there or something?
What was it?
The tick.
Oh, really?
Nah, really?
How ended up in my book?
It was in your book?
Yeah.
Wow.
Page. Alright. To April water report. See, in the month of April, we installed an analyzer and chlorine at Glen Street. We did the water and sewer tap up at 10 Colonial. Installed the generator connection and VFD at Turbine. Turn on all the cemeteries. Painted Turbine on the inside anyway. I did insect and rodent screening at the Church Street tank, the Franklin Street building, and booster station. And we got flushing equipment ordered, and it's now here, so we can get ready to try to do a full round of flushing.
We're gonna do flushing.
Yeah, we haven't done it in a while, so
We don't have to worry about Martin Road and Depot Street.
Yeah.
hoping that resolves the issue with every time something happens, Martin Road and Depot getting issues. We can clean it up so it won't happen next time. We did 10 final reads and 1 meter change.
Any problems at the cemeteries, or were they all good when you turned them on?
When he turned them on, he didn't realize that
They're all open.
Adam does all the plugs.
Oh.
So he pulled all the plugs and then water came rushing down the road.
yeah.
So Adam had those put in, we get it going again, so they're all set now. Monthly sewer report. We had 8.22 inches of rain. Synagro took 104,400 gallons. The flow was 7,701,000 gallons for an average of 256,700 a day. Wasted 137,865 gallons for an average of 4,596 gallons per day. Used 704 gallons of alum, 657 gallons of sodium hydroxide, 294 kilowatt hours of electricity. The river average was 901.672 cubic feet per second. We completed the second round, or second quarter of toxicity testing, and the annual lab calibration of equipment was done. And we had hydroxide and alum delivery this month, and we began the DMR QA study 39.
The average gallons per day, they've been pretty much steady?
No, it's up right now because of the heavy rains that we've had extended. So you get
Is it infiltration
people
for
with some
the
pumps,
system, or is it some pumps?
some pumps, some infiltration. We found a few of them. There was one up on North Street that was leaking a lot, so we had that one repaired. And the pump station itself at Colonial was leaking. We had them repair that one. When we were up there doing that connection, we did notice there was another spot that sprung a leak at the Colonial station, so we'll have to have that one fixed. But and then we think short leg on Colonial, something's wrong there because that just runs a lot of water when we get a lot of heavy rain. So we gotta check that pipe.
We're gonna start doing some I&I.
Well, we have been.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, we spent half the last fall. I don't pitch here either.
Not that gross.
Half of last fall, Cameron and Jetton, and I mean that's how we found the ones that we did have issues with. We had 3 manholes repaired on Gilboa Street, so we've got some more to go, but running low on money to do those repairs. So
Yeah. All right.
we'll probably go out and look for some more, and then have to wait until July to fix them.
policies, we're supposed to start working on that, and
Yeah, yeah.
we haven't done much on that. Oh, you got, oh,
The last, it's at the end of your book there. So I think this one kinda has a start to get us going and try to set up some type of format. Take a look at this one and see if you guys disagree or want to change it or reformat it or whatever.
Reads all right to me. I like the rush fee. That's that's good because a lot of the time the realtors call that day.
In one
Yeah, I know.
day,
We're closing in an hour.
they're gonna have to,
Yeah, no, there should be a premium paid for that.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, at one point I thought do it in kind of 2 steps. 5 days is normal, 3 days is 100. If you want it that day, then it's even more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I figured I'd bring that up with you guys and see what you want to.
No, I like that.
yeah. Now, that's pretty much what we had before though, right? Minimum 5 day, well, we didn't have that in there, right? The 5
No,
day
we never had a minimum
minimum time.
listed, so I mean, it was always this. It was always told that we require a 3-day, but
Mhm.
they just call up and they're like, "Well, I need it today, or you're gonna,
Right,
stop us from closing." So, if we put
they
the
said the
policy
meter
in
will be
place,
replaced, oh, and an additional fee may apply though.
yeah, it depends on if it's damaged or if we're just changing it as a routine, or
And we just change it for routine, there's no charge. If it's damaged, okay. And we went up on the figure in the final read, or was it always 50?
it was always 50.
Always 50, okay.
The other thing I'd like to do is once we get through these, I'd still like to have, like, this is the policy and the procedure, but I'd still like to have a tariff sheet. So once we get through all the policies and procedures, like we get through this and this is 50 and then at this level it's 100,
You want one sheet, with
and then
all
just
the
like
fees.
one sheet with the tariffs. So we can, as almost like a handout,
Well, I'm gonna actually put it on the website once I get
Yeah,
that completed.
yeah. But that'd be good too.
That's all we can do is have it on a website.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll have it down here.
Yeah, you can put
Well, yeah,
together
down here.
something, yeah. We can have that,
We can have these done in PDFs and.
I mean, you can't notify every realtor and every lawyer.
no, you can't do that, but we've got, so then we can hand somebody something, so.
Either hand it or
somebody-
email it when they call
Yeah.
and say,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you tell them we'll send them a copy of the policy.
That, the company that we use for doing the mailing, the bulk mailing, they also do printing. So it's possible that we can turn this into like a little booklet to have on hand,
I mean, once we get everything.
once we get everything. You wanna vote on this one and start it?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
If we get it done, that way I can get it started, and
Okay.
as long as you guys agree with that format, then I can keep plugging away.
We don't need Colin for that.
No.
Good.
How did you come up with the policy number? Like, what's that? After last night's numbering debacle at the town meeting.
Yeah.
If you could just,
Well, to be honest, the way I kind of said it was our codes in the accounting software that we have,
yeah,
0044, when it starts with that, that's a sewer
yeah,
budget item. 0045 is a water budget item.
yeah,
So I was gonna go 0044 if it's just water, 0045 if it's just sewer,
If it's sewer.
and I went 0046 because it's kind of combined.
okay,
So if it's a combined policy that affects both departments,
Oh, I
Yeah.
see, yeah,
Okay.
okay.
and then I did the .001
yeah,
because this
That's
is the
the start
first
of the
policy.
first policy.
So the next policy will be 2.
yeah,
I'm
okay.
assuming we won't get up to 999
No,
policies, so at least not in my tenure.
I may not live long.
There'll be a,
And
there'll
then
be
I-
a new committee down here for that.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then I got the revision on the bottom and the
Yeah.
footnote.
Yeah,
It's got how many
Okay.
pages to the policy, so we know it's
Yeah.
all there.
I like that one. So,
Sounds good. Wanna make a motion, Keith?
yeah, I'll make a motion that we accept the, initial policy of the, how to do a final read and a final bill.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Page 1, $9.99 to go.
And so that's it on the part. We gotta stop.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
got
That's
it at
great.
home and
That's
I-
great. Yeah,
I
that's great.
haven't really
Yeah,
started doing it.
yeah. No, I read the
I did
one that
go
I brought
through some
home.
of it and made some notes, but
Yeah, I wish I had kept it at home. I think I brought it back here. I think my copy's in here somewhere. But I did read the initial.
No, I didn't really want to go that format where it was just kind of like a book,
Yeah,
you know, where
Yeah.
it's one after the other. You know, if we got to try to send it to a realtor or
Yeah.
if people, you know, we can list these individually on there as policies.
yeah.
And people would just go in and click on the one they want
Right, right.
instead of going through the whole book trying
Yeah.
to find that one.
Yeah.
you don't call it.
Good. Plus, if you revise it, you know, then we just change the date on that policy
Right.
and not the whole book.
Right.
Redo everything.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's great.
All right.
We just voted and accepted the first policy in the manual
Oh, good.
with 998 pages to go.
Let's look.
Yeah, we'll let you read it now.
All right. That's the only one I did so far.
Can I make the First Amendment?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll read it after you guys go. Catch up.
That's a motion to reconsider.
Yeah. That's why we didn't get out till late last night.
All right.
Well, that's good.
I don't think we have anything for goals and objectives right now.
So we got anything on the goals and objectives? Or we pretty much,
Well, if you guys have anything,
one of our goals is get this
but policy's done.
policy.
Yeah. That and the, getting that, one of the positions
Yeah.
on the suicide. Or water.
Both sides. I got
Let's
both,
get one.
both of them crying.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So
You
Glen,
got something on Glen Street you
Yeah.
wanna bring up?
Glen Street. We tried to go forward with having Pine come in and meet with us, and we just went over it with them, and kind of went direct through them, so we didn't have GBI as a middleman, so to say. So they came in with a proposal to give us X amount for the sand and gravel that they removed to get the driveway to put it in, factoring in tree removal and grubbing and, you know, just everything. Basically the entire thing to get us down to grade, and then we'll take care of paving it. So I went to Matt with it. He had a few opinions on how it could work, and then I talked to Bill about it. Bill said that we couldn't do it the way that we had planned, that we would need to do an earth removal permit because we didn't understand the policy on the driveway permit and what it covered for earth removal. So he says we need to get an earth removal permit in order to do that. So I talked to Matt and I said, you understand that us hiring an engineer and doing all the surveying and you know, to come up with an earth removal permit is gonna cost us more than, you know, we're gonna get out of the sand and gravel anyway. So then, you know, he made a few different comments and he wanted to talk to Bill. So Bill said the easiest way to do it would be to make an amendment to GBI's earth removal permit. Because they would have to amend theirs anyway. Because where the property line is here, you know, their earth removal permit from the property line has a grade that they have to meet per the bylaws. And then ours would have a grade. But right there's kind of where the problem is, because we need to come in here, so we can't take out the hill that we would need to. You know, this big stupid hill in the middle of the property line. So it would be kind of impeding on where we need to go in. So he said their earth removal permit only covers all of this. It doesn't cover this area.
Don't?
So they would have to modify it to take out this area.
Who would?
GBI would
GBI.
have to modify their permit to take out that. So if they've got to modify it anyway, it's probably easier to piggyback it, put ours in with theirs when they do the modification, so that we can go right across the whole thing, you know, the property line, and then do what we need to get the sand and gravel.
So that's just bringing us right back to square one 6 months ago, that we should have did it from the get-go. From the time that
Yes.
Bill had said, Bill went to the selectmen and said that they were gonna, the town themselves were gonna do it, which was my understanding. That's what I was understood how that went, right?
Yeah, I mean, originally we had started off with working through GBI. Tracy came down and came up with a plan, and you know, we were all kind of in agreement with how that plan was. And then I think that turned into too much of a headache for GBI. I'm not sure of the details, but they just moved forward without including what we wanted to do. So they moved forward with theirs, and they've started.
Well, didn't Tracy or Bill go to the selectmen and say that it wasn't, they didn't think it was a good idea?
I'm not sure. I was just waiting to hear back from anyone as to what the next step was. And then I heard that they were starting. So
I thought-
we had the meeting with Murray. Murray told us what our options were
Right.
with them. And then when I brought it up there, you know, that's what they came up with.
So
So
we were
what's
under the
happening now?
assumption.
So is nothing happening now?
Oh
Is
no,
that-
they're working.
Yeah,
They're,
we're gonna miss the boat on is what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
yeah, if it takes too long, we're not going to be able to do it.
yeah,
Because once they stabilize this, it's
yeah, right.
done. Yeah, we're-
It's done, yeah.
we won't have an option ever again. But we have a meeting tomorrow. I don't know if you saw that email.
I didn't see it.
I copied you just because you were involved with the
Yesterday.
first meeting.
I worked till 8:30 last night, so I didn't get a chance to do them too much.
So we got a meeting tomorrow at 10 with Murray, Bill, Matt, and myself to discuss what needs to happen, what we would have to do to make it happen. So after tomorrow, I'll have a better idea for you, but right now that's all I got.
Yeah, because from that round of emails that I read through, it already sounded like it was almost an impossibility to.
Yeah, that's where I kind of figured, but
It's so simple. That's the part that gets it. So
Well, it
simple.
is,
know,
it's simple, but you know,
I'm telling you, it's ridiculous in a lot of this. And I can't believe you need an earth removal permit to cut into driveway. I'd like to know how that got changed and snuck through into the bylaws. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, that got changed in the bylaws?
It must be on the earth removal portion. I'm gonna look into it and see. But just to put a driveway in, you gotta go through an earth removal permit?
if it's over 300 cubic yards or feet.
Yeah, but it's not, you're not in the earth removal business. You're just doing work incidental to putting in a house or putting a driveway or whatever it may be. You're not in the earth removal business or a substantial amount of.
So how does
Material.
I haven't really,
I haven't. I'll have to- I'll
other
have to
than
go
getting down
through.
to the aquifer part, I
Yeah.
haven't really read too much of the earth removal permit.
I'll have
To the
go see
point that
what
I was actually thinking about different aspects of, other than water.
Right.
Is it if you take it off site, or do you need earth removal permit even if you're moving it on site?
I'll have to go back and I'm not sure with the new one that passed, so if that went through, I'm not sure. I wasn't really too involved in that.
Because if we, I mean, that property is actually one parcel that goes over to the pit behind the soccer fields.
Hmm.
So if it came down to it, is it a possibility that we say, we're taking this out for the driveway and we're just putting it in a different spot on the property? Because then you're not removing it.
Right, but then it's,
I know, that messes up the whole,
yeah, then at that point, you're still really not gonna,
then it's all payment.
economics
We're
don't,
paying
yeah,
it,
economics don't work on that. I mean, it sounds to me it's like just a foolish catch in the middle of that with the way that's worded or something, but
I thought originally they were gonna take it out and pave the driveway for the cost.
That was
pretty
when
much
we
that
were
was,
working
we were
through
trying to
CPI.
get that done, but then I guess there's a whole bunch of hurdles in the way with that, from what I understand.
And that was gonna be my other question too, is the,
I mean, could have just
the
go through
regrind plan acceptable for,
Is what?
the regrind plan acceptable for what we're trying to accomplish?
Oh, I wouldn't put a regrind driveway in.
No, it'd be a asphalt.
Well, that isn't what was in one of those emails. The emails, it alluded to the fact that we're not gonna pave it, that it's gonna be regrind.
Yeah, I'm not sure who said that, but I wouldn't go that, you know.
Well, maybe-
We get
maybe-
one tanker truck of,
Well, that's what I
Chemical
mean.
going
Maybe,
on, it's
maybe
gonna
that was, I
destroy
have to read the email, but maybe that was saying that was Pine gonna grade that off and make that,
I'm not sure, I'll have to look back at the emails, cause there's other things going on with regrind.
Well, there's, yeah, I'm probably not on the whole list on everything.
I was gonna say, cause I worked something out with the guys on, doing 146, so they're gonna give the town a whole crap load of regrind.
Yeah, and
So I
that's
don't know
it.
if that was part of it, but
Yeah, but that, and that's what, that was in the email that I was reading through, it looked like that's what the plan was, is we do it in-house with the regrind that we get.
yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah, that was in there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that'll fall apart, but
Yeah, I know, that's why I says, well, this is gonna, there's no sense in even doing that.
no,
Better that he backs up a hill than he backs up with a regrind and digs that up.
yeah.
Yeah, might as well just leave it gravel.
Yeah.
so anyways, well, the meeting's tomorrow at 10.
Meeting tomorrow at 10.
And then, I mean, if we have to do, I did have a brief discussion with the chairman of the Board of Selectmen yesterday, actually it was yesterday before yesterday. And he had mentioned that he had talked to Matt about it, and he had said about that we still need to go through the procurement. Just, it's a zero procurement, but you still gotta go through the motions. And he had asked me to reach out to Matt and talk to Matt about it and try to, and talk to you
I
about it
think
and try to get.
Matt had mentioned something about that in the email as well.
So. If that's what we gotta do, just we get it done, I mean, we gotta do what we have to do. If that's what Matt says we have to do, and that's what the letter of the law is, and then we just follow the letter of the law, just get it done. If the timing permits, you know.
Yeah, I just think that, we're against the clock here, I don't think.
How much gravel are we talking about removing?
About 10,000 yards.
And where's the permit kick in?
300? 300?
300 cubic yards? That's it? Wow.
Well, it used to be, it was 300, you could take off your property, but then if you were building something or doing something, if it was, obviously you got gravel in the way, you gotta drop the elevation to where you're working, and there wasn't an earth removal permit, I don't think that was required for that. But I think that's probably what they changed.
I think a lot of that came up with North Village. I just remember some discussions at some point about the calculations of where the foundation is, but it doesn't cover outside the foundation. I mean, you know as well as I do, if you dig a foundation, you need room around it to put the forms and stuff, so.
Seems to me that's trying to split hairs there, cutting, I mean, a little bit too much government intrusion, quite frankly. I mean, how are they gonna do that with, they plan on, they want economic development, they're gonna tie everybody's hands up every move somebody makes?
Yeah.
Sticking through, going through all kinds of bureaucracy just to, and permitting and hurdles, and they're gonna say, bye-bye, go over to the next town, like
Yeah.
they've done.
What happens in the past?
But anyways, not ranting about that, I guess. So we'll see tomorrow, the meeting.
Can you check on that?
We
Yeah,
can be
I'll
right
do
down,
it
or-
at the meeting, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get to the meeting, but I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna be able to make it.
Because we can't, two of us can't
Yeah,
go.
you can't have two of you there.
One there. And you're more up on it than I am on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to if I can, if you wanna go. Is that 10 o'clock, is that 10, okay. I just have to get it done, cause it's gonna be, if it doesn't get done, it's never gonna get done,
Right.
you know, once that lot gets sold. I mean, we just do whatever we gotta do. Plain and simple.
Either that or we cut in the driveway over on, U Street. Which street is that? Is that U Street?
I think it is U Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause this, our property comes out on U Street,
Hmm.
in a strip where it comes out on Main Street, so. Put a driveway all the way in that way.
Yeah, that's a haul coming through there though.
Yep.
It's a big ravine in there too.
Alright, that's all I got on that until after tomorrow. Open session, town meeting, I don't know if you guys caught it at all, but I think all the articles passed, right?
Yeah.
Trying to think if I have anything else. Can't think of anything tonight.
I guess we can't do much more with Glen Street until we talk
Till
tomorrow.
after tomorrow, right?
Well, how'd you make out with that guy that you came was gonna give us a price on doing a little roof on
Oh,
On the,
yeah, I got the pricing. I'll pull it up, but I want to say it was like 7,000.
well, doing
That was
this,
to do all of it.
do
That was-
everything?
That was the Suffolk Bends or whatever that is.
Yeah.
The molding, the roof, and scraping and painting the door. I don't know if that covered scraping and painting all the trim, or if it was just the front doors. I'll have to reread
So what is
Is
it?
that for this building?
the primary.
There was something, he was looking at this building too, didn't he? Remember we had talked about doing the,
Yeah, he
He
said he would
came.
come over. I don't think he gave me a price on this one though.
oh,
Yeah, this thing's
Yeah, we had talked about
needs some paint.
yeah,
siding the
that's-
top of that, right?
yeah, siding it and getting that, cause that's starting to rot out of the top up there.
T111.
That board, the fascia board's rotting.
This roof has been done.
This roof
Yeah.
we did, yeah.
So what about the, now, what is the, if it's under a certain amount? you
Yeah,
can-
we could do it.
Under, what do you have to do for, I know,
10,000 trips.
right, but what do you, to get three
So
bids
you gotta
and all
get
that
three
stuff?
prices.
Okay. What's the threshold to get, if you just want to have something done?
Technically, anything we do, you're supposed to get three prices.
Well, I thought they had a, what?
No, it's if it's over 10,000.
I thought it was 5,000, under 5,000.
It used to be 5, and then it went to 10. But anything over that, when it was 5 or now 10, you had to have written proposals.
Mhm.
Now you can just get 3 quotes, give you verbal.
Under 10,000.
So we could do it. I do need to get 2 more
Yeah,
prices, but
yeah, we gotta just get 2 more. Okay.
What building's that for?
primary.
The primary?
Put a roof over that, the doors.
Oh, put roof
Remember that
over
old
the
bag?
doors,
The
yeah.
old bag used to be over there.
Yeah, we
it's
had
coming
talked
out.
about that.
Then same, and then replace the trim, or wrap the trim, what he's doing, what was he talking,
I think it was paint the trim, but it was
Replace.
replacing, some of it is missing.
yeah,
So we have to replace that part of it.
yeah,
Still get you everywhere.
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably just easy to replace it and then wrap it.
Yeah, sure. The problem is that's an older building
I
too,
say
so,
it's kind of a fancy older
yeah,
crown
Fancy molding.
type,
Yeah.
so. Kinda wanna try to keep some of the
Yeah,
historic
preserve the historical part of
facade
it.
of it, you know. Yeah, that's all. That's all I have. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. All right, I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting at 7:44.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.